brought to you by EXO Auto Works. EXO Auto Works is Colorado Springs' home of the $40 synthetic blend oil change. Call now, 719-375-3232, or visit exoautoworks.com to make your appointment.
Call us today in order to schedule your $80 wheel alignment on most vehicles.
Enharmonic Studios. Enharmonic Studios is a hybrid digital analog facility designed to be quality and affordable to anyone who wants to make history. Call today, 719-963-2020, or go to facebook.com/Enharmonic Studios. Trevor's Beard is brought to you by The Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle is my go-to for beard hygiene and styling products, so you should click the link below and use the code TLANE15, that's TLANE15, for 15% off your order. Madrid Maintenance. Madrid Maintenance offers excellent handyman services in the Colorado Springs area, starting at just $35 an hour. You can reach them by phone at 719-963-2020 or online at facebook.com/Madrid Maintenance. The Tool Bar, our new line of handmade soap produced in partnership with Crafts by Carolyn Lane, available on Etsy. This soap packs a punch of manly scent like oak and fig, fresh cut lumber, cedar, and more masculine fragrances being developed all the time. With a soft touch of natural oils to cleanse and moisturize, use the link below to buy the Tool Bar now. Once you try it, you'll never want to wash with anything else.
Live from EXO Auto Works. Streaming all over the world.
We're coming for you, globalists!
It's your weekly dose of toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
With Eric Madrid.
Because if too many people are just running around with their dicks out, it's called the Harambe variant.
And Trevor Lane.
No. Of Karen's.
Smash Tools.
Hello, everybody. I don't know what's going on with my head. Oh, yes. Welcome to Man Tools. I am Trevor Lane. Joining me tonight is Cutout Eric. As anyone who's watched the show before knows, work comes first, and Eric had to work, so here we are with Cutout Guy. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. All right. You'll be happy to know, I know what will fix the green screen. Man, that's still jacked up, isn't it? If I didn't laugh, I'd cry. I don't know. I guess my head will just disappear. Regardless or irregardless, if you're trash, we've got a great show for you tonight. And I say we just get into it. We're going to roll right into the news. I will say, kind of recap of the week. The only exciting thing happening for me is that had my mother-in-law visit due to Tootsie Roll's birthday party, which was a blast, and Carolyn went back to Lamar with her, so I'm, as we called it in the Army, a geographical bachelor for the next couple of weeks, which, you know, some alone time is sometimes nice. Of course, I miss everybody, but them's the breaks, I guess, as they say. Man, I really don't like the issues we're having with this, because it looked great in my house and even at the other place. Guess we'll go with that. Anyhow, we'll get through it. It'll be fine. It's not as important how it looks as what we say, or something like that. So, with that in mind, we'll get right into the news. All right, our first story this evening comes from Politico. As you can see from the headline, if you're watching on video, lawmakers have dropped a proposal to add women to the draft as part of the Defense Authorization Act. As this puts it, as defense bill headaches mount. The bill also will not include repeals of past war authorizations, which, if I'm not mistaken, means any authorization they've done for a war that's still in effect stays in effect. So, as they say here, compromise defense policy legislation set to be filed Monday will not require women to register for a military draft, according to two people with knowledge of the negotiations, which is a turnaround after the proposal gained bipartisan support in both the House and the Senate this year. We talked about it when it was first kind of proposed. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, if women can be in combat roles, I don't see why they can't be compelled to be in combat roles. Just like, man, I don't quite get the any of the arguments other than putting women on some kind of pedestal. But it, you know, I mean, my point of view is always equality is equality. I find this paragraph curious. The move is a victory for conservatives who fought to strip the provision. Well, I'm conservative, and I think if women can be in combat roles, they should be eligible to be drafted. Now, really, my view is we shouldn't have a draft. I think it's illegal. I think it violates the Constitution, a number of provisions. But since we do, I don't see a reason that women should somehow be special when it comes to not being eligible for that. So, excuse me, cracking a beer. But yeah, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. At least not this year. Perhaps in the future. Up next. Oh, I found this interesting. This comes from, I don't know what site I got this from. But I like the headline. I agree with it. It's not too many guns on the street, but too few fathers in the home. As this says, paternal absence is one of the most powerful predictors of crime. This is an opinion piece from Don Fitter. And I like this. The first sentence I really can get behind. Only in a society as schizophrenic as ours could we fail to acknowledge the centrality of fathers in the lives of their children. Whenever there's a mass shooting, we obsess about the number of guns on the streets while ignoring the growing absence of fathers in the home. A study of 25 of the most publicized school shootings between 1999 and 2018 showed 75% of the shooters came from broken homes. It goes on, for boys, the absence of a father leads to a damaged sense of identity. Instead of learning lessons like respect for others and self-control from their dads, they seek to assert their masculinity through violence, which I wholeheartedly agree with. And it's interesting. This is kind of a symptom of the misguided welfare state that came out of the civil rights movement of the 60s. Now, some people think that there was a concerted effort to, in particular, remove the black father from the home. I'm not sure. I mean, I suppose anything's possible, and, you know, obviously people in politics and government are pieces of shit, so I wouldn't put it past them. But that mentality has clearly spread to others, and this was encouraged by the welfare system. It still is. If you're a single mom, spitting out kids is one of the easiest ways to increase the amount of money you get from the welfare system for everything, housing, food, whatever. If you say, I'm alone and I have 6 kids, we obviously don't want those kids being destitute. So we've, you know, set up this support system that it's actually more of like an enabling system in instances like this. It's very, very yeah, it's like the government has become an enabler for fatherless homes. Interestingly, I also wanted to point this out because this just caught my eye. It's a quote from Tupac, as it says here. Rapper Tupac Shakur, let me see, I'll highlight that, who was murdered in 1996, wrote, "I know for a fact that had I had a father, I'd have some discipline. I'd have more confidence. Your mother can't calm you down the way a man can." Goddamn right, dude. Definitely. Growing up without a father to guide him, Shakur gravitated, well, that became overblown when he became a rapper. He was a theater kid, so I'm not sure about the whole, he went into gangs. I'm not sure how much of that was kind of fabricated backstory to give him street cred as a rapper, but nevertheless, he recognized that there was a problem there, and I'd say he's right. Speaking of guns and those things, keep an eye out. We will be doing a members only episode on our locals page all about mass shootings and gun control, and our thoughts on that. So speaking of disappointing fathers, from the Mirror out of the UK, here's the headline, quote, "I make lingerie for blokes. It's easier to go for a run in a G-string." I don't know about that. In fact, no, I would say it's not. I don't like how my boxer briefs, if they wedge up on me, it's like a fucking no-go. But metal worker Jules Parker is now doing a roaring trade for guys who don't simply want to wear boxer shorts, and most of his company's customers are women buying them for their partners. A metal worker has created a lingerie for blokes after he struggled to find perfectly fitting pants. Jules Parker offers slinky thongs in a variety of materials, as well as basques, suspenders, and stockings for guys. I'm curious, do they show? Okay. Yep. They show. Oh. Sorry. You can call me homophobic or whatever you want. Nope, not for me. And I have some questions for any man that does want to wear that. Christ almighty. All right. Up next. Oh, so if you didn't see it, Amber Heard did an interview with the Today Show. Oh, goodness. I've developed a drinking problem. Which is a bad idea after you just got finished being trounced in a lawsuit for defamation, because this is what can happen. Legal experts now say that this interview could spur another lawsuit because she continued to put forth her abuse allegations, which has been ruled defamation. You can't keep saying this stuff that was ruled defamation. As this says, Amber Heard has opened the door for Johnny Depp to sue her once again after she doubled down on claims that he beat her in a new interview with the Today Show, with an expert telling DailyMail.com that her latest statements are grounds for a third lawsuit. I don't know, man. Like we've said, to not get a defamation lawsuit of my own, I'm not going to say she was lying, but as Eric pointed out in a previous episode, she had the wordiness of someone who's shall we say being less I guess less than forthcoming, less than honest. You know, you don't, if your story is true, you don't have to flower it up, and her stories seem to be rather flowery. So I don't know, man. That's just how it appears. And like this says, by continuing to talk about it, you're likely to be sued again. So I don't know. Doesn't seem like a very smart idea there. But good luck to her. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to... There it goes. I don't know if you noticed, neat little graphic up there encouraging liking and subscribing and sharing. Let's see, our next story. Oh, this cracked me up. Eric sent this to me. Geico has been ordered to pay $5.2 million to a woman who contracted STD during sex in a vehicle that they were insuring. On Tuesday, the Missouri Court of Appeals, Western District, so that means it went to an appeal, published an opinion in favor of the woman identified as M.O., who alleged that she contracted HPV during a sexual encounter in the insured's vehicle in 2017. The insured negligently caused, or at least contributed to, her being infected with HPV by not taking proper precautions and neglecting to inform and or disclose his diagnosis, despite having knowledge of this condition. If I'm not mistaken, what really kind of went down here was a lot of these companies do third-party arbitration. The arbitrator ruled against them, or her, I guess. So the court basically just said, yeah, you have to, it's binding arbitration. It will remain binding. Sorry. Like, if you don't like it, I don't know, don't agree to it. You know what I mean? Very strange. Well, anyways, moving on. Yeah, let's do this. We'll get into some cool stuff and continue. That's it for the news. Got a couple of cool things, so stay tuned. All right, this is pretty wild. This is a video involving the actor Tom Hanks, who's kind of known as a nice guy. But he doesn't remain so nice here.
How you doing? Be careful, Tom.
Watch out, move.
Well, first off, I want to point out, like, this bugs me with celebrities. I think they're at a hotel, but the whole idea that everyone has to fucking get out of your way just because of what you do for a living, unless it's saving lives, like, I don't know. Why do I have to get out of your way? Like, navigate the room. Now, the flip to that is someone like him gets mobbed by these reporters. Like, you can see there's a guy with a camera there, paparazzi type dude. So, I mean, I don't know. Perhaps some of this is justified. Get out of the way. Also, I can't tell. It seems like the security person is walking behind him. And shouldn't they be in the front, like, making the hole for them to go through? All right, we'll press on. Oh, so then dude in the hat runs into his wife. And rightly so, he's upset. But watch his target.
What are you doing? Back the f*** off. What are y'all doing? What do you want? People are crazy, bro. Knock it over my wife.
He's like looking past the dude. And this dude is like, yeah, fuck that guy. So I don't know if he just didn't see who the real perpetrator of this was, or if it's a, ooh, I don't want to be on TMZ yelling at a black guy thing.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
But the dude that did it keeps playing up the, yeah, what the fuck y'all doing? Running into his wife. I didn't do shit.
Tom, sorry about that, Tom.
Oh.
What are they doing?
And then he apologized. So,
What are they doing out here?
of course, after the fact, which, you know, I don't know what good that really does, but all right. Oh, this is pretty wild. I'm not sure if this is quite cool stuff, but it's crazy stuff for sure. Here's a truck driver who I think might need some refresher training. He's trying to get around a corner here. See? Oh, going up on the curb. Nope. Back up. There's a barrier there. He didn't cut his turn right. Oh, hit the barrier again. I guess he decides, fuck it. Here you'll see. I think he just thinks he didn't get enough speed to get over the curb. And what's actually happening is he's hitting a barrier. He's not just hitting the curb. Like, you can see it grating along the edge of the trailer. And now he's like, well, I'll just go for it. So he already tore out the rear wheels, and he's like, fuck it. Holy shit. Screw it. He just leaves the wheels behind and drags the trailer away. That is a dude that is in fuck it mode. This guy doesn't give a shit. God damn. Holy shit. Oh. Woo. I feel bad for whoever stuff is in that trailer. Because this guy does not care if you get your stuff at all. Shit. All right, and then I think this is our last cool stuff. No, second to last. We have the cutest little Father's Day message that you could imagine from I think her name's Hadley.
Tell Papa Happy Father's Day.
Mama, you ain't video.
No, I'm not videoing. I just want to know why you don't want to tell him Happy Father's Day.
So the mom is talking about her father. And the little girl doesn't want to say Happy Father's Day to her grandfather. And then she gives her explanation.
Because on Father's Day, that's a special day for your father. And you don't want to represent.
You need to wish Happy Father's Day to your own father.
My papa.
Okay.
Oh, from the mouths of babes. And then finally, this easily could have been a tool of the week. In fact, I'll say it. This guy is our tool of the week. Dude, first off, as you can see there, it's a zoo. But it's one of these zoos in what President Trump would call the shithole country. Where you can walk right up to the bars and it's just rebar. It's not even like a real meant for animals type cage. And, you know, these are the consequences from that type of environment and behavior. The orangutan's like, fuck you, you're coming here. Now, see, I don't know why he doesn't slip his shirt. Just duck down. Oh, and now he's got your leg. And holy shit, you have no idea how strong these animals are. I don't know if you could train an ape to do a deadlift, but I would love to see how much they can deadlift. And it is just like, you're coming in. And he's just wearing socks. Well, maybe the shoe came off. I was going to say, he's just wearing socks. Oh, dude. No. Oh. You need some kind of barrier to keep people from getting that close if you run a zoo. That's all there is to it. Yeah. Holy shit. That's crazy. All right, we're going to take a break to pay some bills. We'll be back in 2 and 2, as they used to say back in the day. And then we'll have some history. Gonna cut it kind of short, as I typically do when Eric's not here, because it's just me talking to you guys. And I don't know about you, but I don't find that terribly exciting. So we'll pay these bills, and then we'll do some history, and we'll get out of here.
So on my way over here, my brakes made an awful noise, and the last time I got them done, it was so expensive.
You should go to EXO AutoWorks. They did a great job on mine, and it was way cheaper than anywhere else I've been.
That sounds great. I need to get their number from you.
At EXO AutoWorks, we offer the best price on brake service in town. We include brand new brake pads, rotors, and hardware, which saves you money and gets you on the road faster. See our website for a full list of our services. Call EXO AutoWorks today.
This is Vinny. He loves his beard. He loves his woman, and she loves him. But Haiti doesn't like the look and feel of his beard. Wait a minute. What's this? It's Daily Tonic Beard Oil from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna alleviate dry skin and irritation. What you got now? It's Warrior's Beard Butter from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna make his beard soft and fluffy. And what's this? The Carbon X Heated Beard Brush from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna straighten those curls. There's more. The Voxter Beard Growth Accelerator from The Beard Struggle. That's to stimulate hair growth. The Beard Struggle helps to build relationships. Used by thousands of men worldwide. Order online now from thebeardstruggle.com.
First on the flank, get her started, get fired, and that is right.
All right. I cut it off there, and I didn't mean to. That code, if you want to get a good discount on some beard grooming items, is TLANE. That's TLANE 15, and it'll get you 15% off. Let's see. This week in his story, June 16th, 1935, President Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal legislation is passed by the House of Representatives. And this image is from a little bit later, after both houses passed it, where he's signing it into law. Wow, a guy smoking a cigar. Remember when you could smoke on Earth? Let's see, June 17th, 1994. Millions of Americans watch as former NFL player O.J. Simpson, facing murder charges, drives his Ford Bronco through Los Angeles, followed by police in, like, I want to say the lowest speed chase ever captured. It was nuts. Yeah, just, maybe 30, 35 miles an hour down the interstate. Let's see, June 18th, 1815, at the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon is finally defeated by an Allied army consisting of, if I'm not mistaken, Prussian, Russian, and British troops, led by the Duke of Wellington. This basically put an end to the War of 1812, and Napoleon's aspirations to be Emperor of the world, or whatever he was going for. I guess he was Emperor of France. And then let's see, June 19th, 1963, Soviet cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova, probably butchered that, became the first woman in space. So a little her story in addition to his story. And then finally, nope, I'm sorry, not finally. We got two more. June 21st, 1915, Germany uses poison gas in war for the first time during World War I in a battle in the Argonne Forest. If I'm not mistaken, it was a chlorine gas. They basically just turned bleach into vapor, and fuck, I can't even imagine breathing that in. Holy shit. Oh. I mean, just smelling bleach can irritate you pretty good. So to actually have it turn into gas and take it in your lungs just sounds horrifying. And then finally, June 22nd, 1981, Mark David Chapman pleads guilty to killing John Lennon. Yep. Weird guy. Calls it God's will. Okay. I mean, I guess everything's God's will, and I suppose if you're of that thinking. Dude was of course there's crazy conspiracy theories that, like, he was like an MK Ultra experiment subject. Good movie about that. I forget what it's called, but it has Mel Gibson. Let me look it up since I brought it up. It might just be called like Conspiracy. Mel Gibson conspiracy movie. What was that? Oh, it was just called Conspiracy Theory. Came out in 1997. Him and Julia Roberts and Patrick Stewart. Great flick where Mel plays this fucking batshit cab driver who everything that he believes actually turns out to be correct. Who thinks that the CIA is following him around and that he's been brainwashed. And it brings in the whole, I guess, Chapman said that somehow Catcher in the Rye was an inspiration for him killing Lennon. And somehow in this flick, you know, Catcher in the Rye is part of what they're using to brainwash Mel Gibson. So, all right. So, I'm not sure what about that book attracts crazies, but there seems to be a number of people that have done some pretty wild shit and, you know, at least had copies of the book. So, but that brings us to the end of the week in his story. And also, it's the end of our show. First, I want to thank you all for watching or listening. If you're in the Colorado Springs area, be sure to check out Eric and his band Facing Forward, Saturday, June 18th at 8 p.m. at the Union Station. This is Hans's last show with the band. So it should be a pretty raucous evening. So catch that if you can. Like I said, coming up, I guess we'll probably try to record it next week. We're going to be doing a locals members only episode on gun control and mass shootings. In fact, I was doing some of the research today. Interesting stuff. And of course, you can become a subscriber at mantoolsminions.locals.com for just $3 a month, and you'll be able to see it when it comes out. I, of course, would like to thank our sponsors, EXO AutoWorks, Enharmonic Studios, Crafts by Carolyn Lane, The Beard Struggle. Right now, until Father's Day, you can grab something for Father's Day and use the code DAD20 for 20% off, which is even better than my discount. Unfortunately, you can't use them both together. I tried. And then finally, this is awesome. Let me bring this up. We have a new merch website. We're offering merch now at man-tools-merch.myspreadshop.com. And because we're a new shop there, they're giving anyone that shops from our shop 15% off until June 25th. So check that out. Also, with that, I've made a new design, which I'm pretty pleased with. This is the Why Do I Need an AR-15 shirt. It tells you the reasons I own an AR-15. 60%, none of your fucking business. 22%, absolutely none of your business. Oh, sorry, none of your fucking business. 12%, also none of your fucking business. 6%, still none of your fucking business. And it points out that we have a Bill of Rights, not a Bill of Needs. It doesn't matter what I need, I have a right to it. So, of course, please check us out on the web at mantoolsmedia.com. You can get all of our social media at links.com. That's links with two eyes, or sorry, links.co, links with two eyes /mantoolsmedia. And, like, subscribe, share, rate, and review. If you don't mind, give us a rating and review on ratethispodcast.com /mantools. And we will be back with a much longer and funner episode of Man Tools next week. As always, good night, everybody.